Hey guys, I know it has been a minute, it's been a few months since I last posted, but my significant other and I are settled into our new home, and I figured, I would at least make a quick video to let I'm still alive, I'm still collecting figures and stuff. It's just slowed down a little bit because, adulting. But one of the things that specifically recently I've been getting back into is Warhammer, Warhammer 40k specifically, because the new games come out, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which I haven't played yet, but I am working on the first one. And it's really funny to see all my non-Warhammer fans, all my non-Warhammer friends playing the game and being like, "What is this? What is any of this?" And then I have to tell them, "Well, that's the Raven Guard, that's the Dark Angels, etc." But anyways, I felt like painting something that wasn't super small, so I got one of the McFarlane Toys Warhammer 40k figures right here, and this is the Dark Angel Sergeant. I'm a big fan of the Dark Angels, and I also noticed that stock standard, he was lacking some paint, so I thought it would be a fun project to detail him out a little bit. I also got these cool markers, pour type markers for Gunpla. But they also work really well with just anything with small details. I imagine I'll probably be hitting a few of my Transformers with those. But anyways, I'll take a closer look here at our Dark Angel Sergeant. Let me move my light source. It's a little bit less harsh. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. But yeah, so we'll take a quick look at his accessories first off. He is holding the only things he comes with. He doesn't come with any extra hands or anything of the sort. This kind of sucks. Not quite like the Joy Toy ones, which are absolutely loaded with accessories. But, a gun and a chainsword is definitely enough for most Space Marines. But, speaking of guns, this one comes with a plasma gun. And the sculpt work is there. With a lot of McFarlane Toys figures, it's very well sculpted. But my problem was just in the paint. This the plasma gun was mostly fine, the plasma pistol rather. I did paint that silver, and I painted that bronze. Gave it all a big old nice dose of Agrax Earthshade, kind of dull down the higher metallic tones, get in there. I think the Agrax Earthshade does a tremendous job of making things look more worn. So yeah, that's the plasma pistol. Then we have the chainsword, and stock standard, this sort of silvery part was more a muted silvery gray, like a speckled gray. But I painted it lead belcher and also hit it with some Agrax Earthshade. I did that all the way around. Sorry, I'm just trying to get used to the lights a little bit. I did that all the way around the guard there. This part coming down. The skull. And then I also I didn't repaint the teeth. I just did it with some Agrax, but I think that still wound up looking pretty good. There's a little bit of silver that I got on the body of the chainsword, but I think that's okay. You can always just dismiss it as some of the paint coming off, These things do see heavy use. Alright. Accessories out of the way, we'll take a closer look here at our fella. Our titular Space Marine. There we go. Ooh. How do we... There. Alright. I think that's it. So, like I said, stock standard, it's all basically just plastic. The only parts that were painted were the black parts, or the gray parts rather, and that on the knee. So basically what I did was, I wasn't 100% sure about tackling the main body itself, but for the sigil, the first thing I did was go in with the brown sort of marker and let it get into the crevices. And then I also hit this with some Agrax Earthshade. I think that looks pretty good. One thing I do like is that these decals are not just painted on. This is, you know, a proper separate sculpted piece that is glued on. And none of these rivets were painted stock. Painted those, hit them all with just a little bit of gray panel lining, and that's what I did for most of the body armor parts. Is I tried to do a couple of different shades. On this arm in particular, I did try to do, I believe, Beal Tan green. That didn't come out super well, so I just went with the paint markers, and they did a pretty good job of contouring most of the surfaces. I did also hit this sigil here with some Agrax. This cross here was not painted. Painted that silver, hit it with Agrax. Yeah, all these, it's mostly just the little rivets that I painted myself. Here, on the little, what do you call it, the little shield. And then I also painted the book that he has on his waist. This was entirely all gray. Hit the pages with oh, it's a little bit oversaturated. There you go. Hit the pages with a little bit of white, then the Agrax. Same with the bookmark here. And then just went in, painted the sort of Dark Angel's symbol itself white. But yeah, most of it is just going in with the panel lining. I did, you know, there were some, most of the places where I saw some severe scuffs, I tried to go over a little bit of lead belcher, you know, let it look a little bit more scuffed and damaged. There's a little, like, bullet hole or ding there. Nothing too much going on with the feet. Check out his back. And here's where a lot of the lead belcher comes in. I did the vents on the power pack here, the rivets, and then, you know, same as the front, just hit it with the Gundam marker, let it get in all the crevices. Yeah, that's what he looks like from pretty much all the angles. But I do think the helmet especially benefits from having this excess detail brought out, because I thought it looked pretty boring stock. Like, the vents weren't very visible. There wasn't a lot of contrast in the depth of the can you focus on that? Focus on the face, please. Hello? There, look at that. But yeah, a lot of the sculpting was just kind of washed out due to lack of paint. It all just kind of blended together. But I think the panel lining really did some wonders. There, rip that off. Get a better look at the back of his head. Also, you know, went through all these little straps and whatnot. Ugh, there we go. But yeah, Like I said, just wanted to make a quick sort of video. 10 minutes, I know, isn't that quick, but yeah, I just letting you know, still here. I do still plan on making more content, talking about figures, whatever projects I have going on. But yeah, I'm excited to see, what we can do next. I do have my own personal space down here. I call it my goon cave, but it's basically just a part of the basement that I have turned into my hangout zone. It's like my computers are here. My figures are strewn about. But yeah. I might even start streaming soon, because for a long time, if you'd believe it, I didn't have two monitors. I just had my PC hooked up to a TV, and that's how I played video games. But now I have two monitors, and I can actually, have stuff up on both visual planes. So yeah, that's about it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know that that Dark Side review. Oh, that's another thing I can talk about. The Dark Side review, the Beast Kingdom Dark Side, has been a huge source of views for my channel, which is insane. I had no idea that would get so big. But I also have the DC Multiverse Dark Side, which I know has been a very decisive figure, or divisive rather. But I've done some modifications to it, and I might do another video talking about those. But anyways, that's a video for another day. I love you guys, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.